I think it's important that from an operational standpoint, one word, honesty. You got to keep it honest. You cannot infiltrate misleading information. It's good to be empathetic. It's good to have good strategy in terms of communication, but you got to be honest in it. As much as it hurts, because of everything that's going on, we can't lose sight of it. Because if we're too comfortable, we lose sight of the reality, right? So honesty for an operational standpoint is imperative. I think forecasts are gone down the drain now. I think everybody will agree there's no such thing now as monthly targets and yearly targets and year to end. Don't need all that. I would say it's just a daily understanding. You know, you have that in play, it makes it easier. I think Jason also targeted is something very, very important. Customers, if we put employees on the standpoint for a second, employees are based on face-to-face management, face-to-face conversation. But if you look from a customer standpoint, website, it's important, right? But you keep the message honest, right? From an operational standpoint, that's what everybody looks at first. Facebook or this or what have you. I think if you try to cut down the fat, but still leave a little bit on it so that it tells people that, okay, look, we have something in place. This is what we're going to do. Like you said, we can change in a split second, but these are the things that we're going to do today. It's tough. It's not going to be easy. And let's be honest, any decisions that we make for ABC Motors is never going to be easy. And there's not everybody's going to agree with us. But we have to strategize in terms of what could be best for now. So what we do today will be best for today. It won't be best for tomorrow. Tomorrow is another structure.
Yeah, and that's where, you know, I got to push back. We got to think about, if we're running ABC Motors, we got a lot of people to take care of. We got to think about today and tomorrow. We can't just think about tomorrow. We can't just think about today. It's got to be, and that I think is the challenge with COVID right now. Everyone is struggling to think of both a short-term a strategy that works for both the short-term and the long-term. You know.
So what about same as you know, we have a two-measure thing with employees and customers. What about an operations strategy that is two-tiered, right? There's going to be your top set that's going to be your long-term builders, and there's going to be, because without the employees' daily change and making sure that they feel safe and comfortable, they become part of the long-term plan without knowing what the long-term plan is.
Yeah, and I think those two tiers are probably, you know, strategy and tactics. And if the strategy might be future-proofing our business, and an example of that might be, you know, we need to be able to desk a deal whether or not we're shut down or not. That's the strategy. And then the tactic might be, well, if we're able to do it in the showroom, like we're good to go as is, but are you able to desk a deal even if we're selling from home right now? If not, let's just take a look at it, you know? And I think if we can get to the point where we can desk a deal at home, even if we're allowed to show up into the office, correct me if I'm wrong, we're good, right?
Also flexibility to just have an open conversation with your staff as well to see if there's any other, you know, things that we can implement as a team, right? Because we rise as a team, we fall as a team as well.
Yeah, one of the most important questions we got to just go out and ask the team right now. Where do we suck right now?
We have to play each position. You got to play each position. You can't, and it agrees with everybody on this panel, is the fact that you have to play offense, but you have to play defense, but you got to protect the net as well, right? So it's not like, okay, you're going to do A, you're going to do B, you're going to do C. No, we got to do A, B, C all at once.
Yeah, and you know, to kind of pile onto what you were saying there about forecasts out the window, right? Forecasts out the window, yes, but goals, I don't know that we can throw goals out the window. I think we need to reshape how we look at goals and take it down from this like insurmountable, you got to hit this quarterly target, hit this monthly target, and look at how do teams win championships. They do it by defining a process, and show me a coach who's won the Stanley Cup that doesn't say, focus on the process and the results will come, right? And so if we create our goals around what we know the right daily process is, and hey, you know what, whatever results you get from that, we know you're trying your hardest, you know we got your back, you know, I think there's probably a positive way we can still have goals.